Resonance with Akandá Ra. Welcome home, soul family. This is Sally, Akandá Ra Lame Natakwera, and this is the Royal Resonance podcast. Welcome, my love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And in these days, we are upgrading as we are integrated and unfolding. I've been called to share with you some oracle cards that I've pulled for myself and for. In general, they have these beautiful meditations to support us. So these are not meditations of my own creation. Rather, they are created by Alana Fairchild and the Isis Oracle deck. And in this particular episode, I am inviting you to join me in sacred ceremony to heal the divine masculine. And just a little bit about my own work in this period of integration, I am being called to do a lot of rest. So I think if you've been feeling tired, allow yourself to have that extra moment of sleep or nap, or however it might be, to allow yourself to rest and integrate. There is some huge transmutation that is happening in our body at this time, as well as in this space. And I've worked in addition to that, and if you've listened to previous recording, there is a trend to call for, if you have a practice, then continue to work on that practice, or if you feel the urge to create something new, to tweak it a little bit to support your practice, honor what has worked and honor what has not worked, and then invite it anew. So on this episode, we are called to bring in the oracle card, Healing the Divine Masculine. So what will happen is that I'll read the introduction, I'll read the description of the card itself, and then I'll share with you the ritual for healing the divine masculine for men and women. And then lastly, we'll end with the invocation to the divine masculine. And you may come back to this recording at any time. Again, these are not meditations of my own creation. They're not how I would guide them, and these are just to support you, especially if you have these deck already. I can find it pretty challenging to not only read but close my eyes and to recite and then open my eyes again. So I hope that this supports someone out there. And with that, let's get started. Healing the divine masculine. Osiris rises. The divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even though the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. So when the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, and growing stronger in his ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. The inner masculine and inner feminine need each other. When they are in good inner relationship with us, we feel like healthy, whole human beings. We are able to live as ourselves in the world in a relatively peaceful, creative, and enjoyable way. When there is damage to the inner masculine, there is difficulty in standing up for our truths, and in knowing what our truths and values are, and in knowing how to protect them without feeling as though we have to fight constantly just to be allowed to be ourselves. We might also feel that unless others see things as we do, we have no power, and then have to fight to dominate others, manipulating them to our point of view. The inner masculine part of us often needs healing so that he can fulfill his divine purpose of inner strength, protection, and honoring of the self in all its uniqueness, so that we can live as free, strong individuals that know who they are and are happy to just love and be that person and allow others to do the same. This will happen at any time. He is asked to hold even more consciousness, to hold permission and strength to be even more of the unique self. The masculine and feminine within us need to be in balance with each other. There is no point having a powerful feminine with unique values and strong creative force without an equally strong masculine energy that is able to act upon those unique values. No matter what others may think, and take action to allow creative force of the inner feminine to flow into form into the physical world. When your inner feminine is growing and desires to express her uniqueness in the world more boldly than ever before, the inner masculine needs to grow in self-belief, self-worth, and self-confidence so that he may take action to allow the blossoming feminine to truly be in the world whilst feeling safe and secure. This oracle indicates your feminine self is blooming, and your masculine needs to be able to protect and honor her. Sometimes, just as Isis looked for Osiris to help put him back together when he was torn apart by hatred, fear, and jealousy of his dark brother, Set, our feminine needs to help the masculine to heal so he in turn can help her. Your masculine consciousness can be healed and grow stronger through his relationship to the inner feminine within you, by adjusting and healing your own views of masculine energy so that our feminine is no longer willing to experience masculine energy as violent, aggressive, unfeeling, or controlling. A healing shift begins. The divine inner feminine can then choose to relate to the divine inner masculine in a different way, to hold a different vision and different beliefs of who he is and what he can do and what his purpose might be. She might choose to experience him as a tender, protective, strong, discerning, and stabilizing energy. What this looks like in our life experience is a change in how we are within ourselves and with others, and how we move and live and experience the world. We have more of a willingness to be kind to ourselves, to honor our feelings, and to not be bullied into stepping away from our truths by others, or even by our own self-doubt or self-criticism. It is an inner commitment to love and honor the self, and an inner trust in this commitment. So when the feeling arises to try something new creatively or spiritually, for example, there is a trust that this will be respected and acted upon, and it is. When healing this relationship begins to occur within us, our outer relationships also change and flow into healthier expression. We begin to feel safe, protected, and strong enough to take risks and live a bold, expressive, truthful, creative life with more energy and passion. The oracle guides you to realize that your inner masculine could benefit from some restoration and healing after being ravaged by expectations that in order to be acceptable, he should never feel anything, that he should always be dominant, that only the most violent and aggressive alpha masculine behaviors are to be respected. If you are already working on this aspect of your own healing, you are encouraged by this oracle that it is working and to stay with your process. You are encouraged to empower your masculine energy, seeing it as tender, protective, containing, strong, and aware. You are also encouraged to continually choose to let go of behaviors that cast the masculine as a perpetrator or as dominating. Use your inner feminine courage, trust, and determination to avoid castrating the masculine by considering it weak, useless, or unnecessary. For healing to happen for both the masculine and feminine, we must be prepared to let go of feelings of victimization, domination, disappointment, and dissatisfaction, and do the sometimes challenging inner work of learning to relate to the masculine and feminine energy with a completely different approach. This can be enough to set healing in motion. It takes persistence, determination, patience, and application for the damaged masculine within us and outside of us to be restored to glory. But with Isis to help us, great healing miracles are made possible. Once the masculine begins to gain strength and be empowered to express itself in a less cliched and more authentic way, we gain the wisdom and power of honoring and boundaries. We learn how to respect and be respectful without losing our power or becoming servile. And we learn how to serve others from a place of empowerment and peace. And we learn how to cut through manipulation and posturing in the world of relationships, straight to the truth of a matter. Masculine and feminine energies can then do what they are ultimately destined to do, which is unite in love to create harmony, bliss, and the peaceful fulfillment of our inner wholeness. So we shall now begin the ritual for healing the divine masculine for men and women. And if you don't have one already, a candle is helpful for this ritual. You may also like to find a space where you can make some noise and not be disturbed or disturb others if possible. So pause this video at this time if you need to get the material in place, or if you need to set your space up. Light your candle, and then stand with your 2 feet hip width apart and firmly planted on the ground, with your arms resting by your sides and your knees just slightly bent. Gently lift and place your right foot down on the ground again, and repeat this lifting and placing the foot on the left side. Really feel where your feet connect to with the ground. Softly closing your eyes and gazing and focusing on your candle. Continuing to lift and replace your feet on the ground, one side followed by the other, side by side, for several more repetitions until you feel strong awareness of your connection to the ground. Next, lift your arms up above your head, elbows just slightly bent, and face your palms towards the sky. Imagine that you can feel the connection of your hands to the sky, and then lowering them down by your side. Repeat this several times, gazing at your candle. Raise your hands up to the sky and push your feet into the earth, keeping your awareness on your candle, and say, "From the sky, I am strong. From the earth, I am strong." Then place your hands on your belly, still pushing your feet into the earth, and say, "From my belly, I am strong." Finally, touch your heart lightly with one hand, allowing the other to remain on your belly, and saying, "From my heart, I am strong." Then focus on your heart and say, with your hands still where they are, "I am healed within. My strength and love are balanced within. The divine masculine and the divine feminine within me are in perfect healing flow now. So be it." Finish the practice with the incantation below, and then extinguish your candle. For the invocation, you can say this invocation to finish the ritual, and use it at any time you need to re-engage with the masculine energy in a new and healthier way. Whether within yourself when there is a question of boundaries or integrity at hand, or when relating to another and you want to bring a healthy, high vibrational energy to the relationship. Men of power, men of fire, men who liberates heart's desire, men within and men without, men stronger than fear or doubt. Father, warrior, leader, lover, protector, hunter, teacher, brother. Men divine, men of love, men of earth, men of heaven above. Your strength, my strength. Your power, my power. Your love, my love. Integrity, honor, compassion, protection, tenderness, stability, passionate attention. Men divine, men of love, men of earth, men of heaven above. We are complete, we are complete, we are complete, and so it is.